for a forever home. He just needed a place to crash, a place where the memories couldn't follow. After the divorce and the accident that took his son, the world felt too loud, too full of ghosts. When the real estate agent showed him the old two-story on Sycamore Street, Jack barely looked. Cheap, quiet. Nobody else wanted it. Good enough. It's a fixer-upper, the agent smiled too wide. But it's got potential. Jack didn't care. He signed the papers, moved in that same week. By the time the sun set, he was unpacking boxes full of a life he didn't want to remember. The first night was ordinary, almost too ordinary. The house smelled like mildew and old wood, the way all empty houses do. Jack slept hard, his body giving in after weeks of restless motel nights. But the second night, that's when it started. He woke up around 3 a.m., not because of a sound, just awake. The air felt heavy, like the house was holding its breath. Jack got up to grab water, but the hallway was wrong. Longer. Weird, he muttered. He blamed it on sleep. The kitchen door had moved. Swear to God, it was on the left yesterday. Now it was on the right. Jack stood there, staring, heart thumping. He laughed, shaky. You're tired, man, just tired. But deep down, he knew. The house had changed. By the end of the week, it wasn't just the doors. Rooms swapped places. The stairs creaked different. Some nights there were 2 windows in the living room, some nights 3. Jack's clothes ended up in boxes he didn't unpack. He found a photo of his son on the mantel, one he swore he burned. Stop it, he whispered. Just stop. But the house didn't care. Jack tried calling the agent. The number was disconnected. Funny, he said. Real funny. He tried leaving, packed his bag, walked to the door, but the street outside wasn't Sycamore anymore. Trees leaned too close, branches scratching like claws. The sky was too dark. The air smelled like rain and rot. So he stayed. What else could he do? Every night, it reset. Jack would wake to new walls, new memories. Sometimes, he heard his son laughing, soft and distant. He'd find himself standing in a child's bedroom that hadn't been there the day before. The wallpaper was blue with little cars. It was his son's room. Danny? Jack whispered once. The silence was the loudest thing he'd ever heard. The next morning, the room was gone. Weeks blurred. Jack stopped counting days, stopped eating. Sometimes he woke up in the basement, cold and shaking. Other times, in the attic with dust choking his lungs. The house moved him like a piece on a board. And the memories. Oh, the memories. They weren't his anymore. Some nights, he was arguing with a woman he didn't know. Other nights, he was cradling a baby girl he never had. It wasn't just changing the walls, it was changing him. Jack found the journal in a drawer that wasn't there yesterday. Leather-bound, dusty. Inside, page after page of names. Scribbled notes. Desperate handwriting. It resets. Every night, it takes memories, eats them. If you stay long enough, you forget who you are. Jack laughed. A rough, cracked sound. Too late for that. At the end of the journal, a final scrawl. There's no leaving, only forgetting. One night, Jack saw himself. In the mirror, but not. Older, eyes empty, a twisted smile. Welcome home, the reflection whispered. Jack smashed the glass, but when he looked down, his hands were clean. No blood, no broken shards. The mirror was whole, smiling back. The last thing Jack remembered was sitting in his son's room, rocking back and forth, humming a lullaby he didn't know. The house creaked, walls breathing. It's okay, Jack whispered. We're home now. The next day, the house was empty again. A new for sale sign out front. Cheap, quiet.